Welcome back. So we are now going over problems from section 4.1 in webwork. Problem 1. Use 6 rectangles to find an estimate of each type of the area under the graph F from x equals 0 to x equals 12. Alright. So under this graph, it's a curved graph. You want to find the area. This area, the shaded region, when x is 0, that's this number, until x is 12, that is this number. So basically the area in blue. The first one tells you to take the sample points from the left end points. We are supposed to use 6 rectangles. Alright. Now from 0 to 12, that gives me 12 units. So 6 rectangles means 2 units give me 1 width. Okay. So to better explain, I have a copy here. So a copy of that picture here. So let me play with this picture for time being. Okay. So I want to use sample points from the left end points. Okay. All right. So I have calculations here and the picture here. What does it mean to say take sample points on the left hand points? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are 12 units. I'm supposed to have 6 rectangles, which means I need to use a rectangle starting here, a rectangle starting here, a rectangle starting here, rectangle starting here, rectangle starting here. So these are the cut points. So that's my first rectangle, second rectangle, third rectangle, fourth rectangle, fifth rectangle, and the last rectangle until here. 6 rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now this is the width of each rectangle. So each interval, sub-interval, is 2 units long. Okay. Now they are saying that we need to use left end points. Okay. Look at the question. Take sample points from left end points. Okay. Left end points. What does that mean? For each interval, the left end point you understand. That's the left end point of the first interval. This is the left end point of the second interval, left end point of the third interval, and so on. So why is this important? Well, because for a rectangle, width is not sufficient. You also need length, or in our picture, height. So the height corresponds to which number? This number or this number? Which one is the left? This one. So that's the height for the first rectangle. Okay. That's the height for this rectangle. So that's my rectangle 1. Okay. Rectangle 2 will begin here, and I am supposed to use the height using the left end point. So what is the left end point of this interval? Here. This point reaches the curve here, slightly lower than the previous rectangle. Okay. So why is it grabbing it? Okay, so I need to go slightly below. All right. Okay. And now we start drawing the second rectangle. This is your second rectangle. Next, for the third rectangle, I'm supposed to use the height corresponding to the left end point, this point. This point meets the curve here, slightly below. Okay, so I start drawing at the height Oops. Okay. I don't want an arrow. There you go. Okay. Now, that's my third rectangle. Next. For this one, I'm using the left end point. The height is over here. Oops. I always forget I shouldn't be drawing the entire 7. All right. This is the fourth rectangle. Okay. This is the left hand point. So my height starts where it meets the curve. Okay. This is the fifth rectangle. Oops. Fifth rectangle. And this is the sixth rectangle. I need to use the height based on the left hand point that meets the curve here. And there you go. Okay. So, what's the area of each rectangle? Width is 2. What about the height? For the first one, height is 8. The second one, height is little less, 7.9. Third one, it's even less, 7.5. Fourth one, height is 7. Fifth one, height is 6.3. You see, less than. And the last one has height a little more than 5. It doesn't show. It is little more than 5, 5.2. Okay. Width of each rectangle is denoted by delta x. It is 2 units. So what's the area of each piece? 2 times height, 2x. 2, that is width times height. Width times height. Width times height, and so on. So the sum of all these areas, I'm just writing 2 times 8 plus 2 times 7.9 and so on. I'm adding up all these areas. This is called left end point summation. Okay, it comes to approximately, well, with these numbers I'm getting 83.8. You will find a different number for your problem. Okay guys, so let me say 83.8. Okay,